It's new comic book day, and today's haul is Carnage-ized. Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you Spider Slayer's comic book haul. This is episode 381. And this, fans, is the video series where each and every week I show you guys what I picked up at the comic book store. And guys, pretty cool haul for this week. Not necessarily the biggest, but I thought I picked up some cool stuff. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that all-important notification button so you don't miss any content from me. So without further ado, guys, let's get started with this week's haul. So yes, as always, the comics are in the mysterious black bag, and what's inside will soon be revealed. So here we go. I take out the comic books, the black bag goes on the floor, and then here is the stack along with some bags and boards. All right, so like I said, bags and boards, always important to bag and board those comics so you take care of them. All right, so let's start off with the first books this week. And the first one this week, guys, goes to the Superior Spider-Man. This is issue 9. Pretty cool cover here as you get to see Norman Osborn on the cover. I think this one has to do with the Norman Osborn from the future as he's Spider-Man, and like the Edge of Spider-Verse type of Norman Osborn, if I remember correctly. I gotta love it because it says, "We love Superior Spider-Man." It says it right there. That's kind of cool. This book has been okay. I feel like it's lacked a true direction though. But nevertheless, it's cool because I love Superior Spider-Man as a character. I love Otto's dialogue. I love the way he speaks to people, and sometimes he undermines them and whatnot. So I think that's what's cool. I think we're going to slowly see a relationship build between Anna Maria in the future here. But this book takes place after War of the Realms. He dealt with a team up with the West Coast Avengers. So here we get to see some of that cool artwork in there. And if you guys are on the fence, you might want to give it a try. I think this is a good jumping on point for all you fans out there. It looks like this issue, he actually meets up with Spidey. So that could be kind of cool. So this is the Superior Spider-Man. This is issue 9. All right, next, for more Spidey goodness, we have Spider-Man Life Story, issue 5. This is the 2000s. This is the Spidey book that actually ages in real time, which I think is kind of cool. In this story, I don't know what to expect. What characters are we going to see? Okay, so I can see it right here. So it looks like it's going to deal with Moreland. So hopefully you guys can see that. The camera's having a tough time focusing. So here we go on that one. So there you go. So there's Moreland in there. And the thing is seeing Spider-Man age in this book. I think that's the kind of the cool thing. Like, he's just an old man, and everybody else is getting older, and it's just like, how does Spidey keep doing these battles in this real-time mode, right? So that's really cool. This has been a solid series. Mark Bagley's done the artwork. I think Chip Zdarsky has written his best Spidey work yet with this stuff. So this is Spider-Man Life Story. This is the 2000s. All right, next we have a cool story going on with Silver Surfer Black. This one really ties into Null. Is it Null or is it Kano? No, Null is the symbiote god. And we find out how Silver Surfer actually became the Black Silver Surfer, or we got to see a hint of it maybe at the end of the first issue there. So Donny Cates writes this actual book, and it kind of ties into that whole Thanos run that he did. And if you guys have not read that Thanos run, I definitely suggest and go out and buy it in trade. It is a phenomenal read because you get to see Silver Surfer Black, you get to see the introduction to Cosmic Ghost Rider as well. So I definitely suggest you guys go and pick this up. The artwork is a little different, but I think the story is really well done. And it kind of fits like that cosmic feeling, okay? Like, this is what I mean about the artwork. It's a little bit out there, but again, it feel it, it overtakes that cosmic feel, and we get to see this battle happening between Silver Surfer and Null as well. So if you're turned off by the artwork, give it a chance because of the great writing, okay? So that's Silver Surfer Black. That is issue 2. Next, we have a new #1 for Marvel this week, and this one is Loki. This is issue 1. This is straight from War of the Realms. Obviously, we got to see Loki getting eaten by his dad, and then Loki kills his dad at the same time at the end of the War of the Realms. So now we get to see the after effects of this, and we get to see what's in store for the character, right? I'm sure we've had many Loki comics in the past, but why does this exist? Why is this book out here? Will you guys care about this Loki book? Are you a huge fan of them? So we'll see what happens with this series. Again, I'm giving the first issue a try. I'm not a huge fan, but it ties into Thor, and I'm interested to see the ramifications again of the whole War of the Realms situation. So again, Loki issue 1. That's all I have to say about that. Next, the Eisner Award nominee, The Immortal Hulk, issue 21. Such a great book. It looks like we're going to get Bruce Banner maybe fleshed out a little bit more in this book, as you got to see quite a different type of ending, as maybe you get to see a Bruce Banner that maybe is going to the heavens. I don't know. That's what happened at the end of the last book. We get to see him rescue Rick Jones from the Abomination. We get to see him team up with Betty as well in here. And then at the end of the issue, you got to see Thunderbolt Ross actually escape from his grave. So is he the next one to make his return? That is what's going to be very curious, and what he's going to look like going forward. Here's some of the artwork in here. So far, no Immortal Hulk. I don't know what to expect. So this looks like a very different type of issue. Maybe this is like a stalling point. I don't know. But here we do have some Hulk here. So interesting to see what's going to happen. Might looks like it touches on Thunderbolt Ross there, because you get to see him in this panel here on what his story is about. Every issue we've learned about a major character that turns into a Hulk. So let's see if this is what happens here. So this is issue 21 of the series. Next, going into the DC books, we now have Year of the Villain. This is Teen Titans issue 32. This is our Year of the Villain cover. Here we have Lobo on it. This is what it looks like if he's attached to a body, like I did last week. Like I said, I'm collecting all these Year of the Villain books this month, and I think next month as well. I think they're pretty badass. I think the quality covers is phenomenal. Blows Marvel covers away. But this continues the story with Lobo's daughter doing battle against Lobo. And the end of the last issue was really cool, as the Teen Titans are working together to try to stop him. So how does Lobo's daughter, Crush, how does that battle with her dad affect her? Does she get pushed away from the team? Does it get her closer to the team? I don't know. It's still yet to be determined, but the team's cohesiveness in here, the way they gel together, is really a great story. So I can't wait to see what happens here. So Teen Titans, guys, this is issue 32. All right. Next, we have City of Bane. This is Batman issue 75. I didn't read the last issue, 74. I didn't know there was another issue out already, done by Tom King. Really cool cover. Not a fan of Tom King's story right now. Looks like a much thicker issue. This is a $6 book this time around. So maybe this has to deal more with, maybe we're coming to the conclusion of this story arc. I don't know. But here we get to see some of the action in here as well. There's Thomas Wayne. Really cool artwork. I must give the book that. The book is gorgeous looking, but story-wise, it just hasn't captured me at all since the wedding ended. So this is issue 75 of Batman. I guess that's why it's bigger, because it's the 75th issue of this since Rebirth has come out, which is kind of crazy already that we're in 75 issues of this. All right, next is a really cool cover. This is Nightwing, issue 62, Quarterly Owls cover. I have no idea what's going on in this story right now. I don't know if Grayson is, what was his name again? I don't even know if he's Dick or whoever, ever since he got shot in the head. I'm not even sure, but if he's still that character, because I haven't read it in a while. But, you know, if you read it, you read it. But I don't know who out there is really talking about Grayson at this time. I don't like the artwork. I don't like the story. However, it is a cool looking cover. So there we have that. All right, next. Another Year of the Villain. This one is really cool as it's Aquaman. This is Aquaman 50. So this is another milestone cover for Rebirth right here. This one is also a $5.99 book. Really cool though is you have Black Manta in there, and if you look closely, you get to see Aquaman in his reflection of his eyes. I think that is badass. And here's some of the interior artwork if you're reading Aquaman right now. And Wonder Woman's in this issue, so I think that's cool. She looks great in there. Love the details in the art. So, but I'm not an Aquaman fan, and I don't read Aquaman, and I don't know what's going on. But if you're a fan or looking to check this out, this is the way this book looks. So there you have it, Aquaman issue 50. Next, talking about Carnage-ized covers, right? So the first thing I wound up getting is Captain Marvel issue 8, as you get to see Captain Marvel in all her glory here. As she's Carnage-ized. I can't say it right. Carnage-ized. And she has her cosmic power there, but then she has her Carnage power over here, and she's being taken over by that symbiote. I think that was a really cool looking cover here. I don't know if she could be stopped if you actually have a Carnage-ized Captain Marvel, right? So that's pretty cool. So I wound up getting that one. Then we wound up getting the Uncanny X-Men one. This was issue 22 with Emma Frost. And this one, she has the symbiote all over her, and it looks like it's coming slowly to her, and it's like attaching her at the head. It just looks weird, man. That's just really weird. But I thought that was cool, creepy, and I decided to get that one as well. And then last week, you guys were all over me for cover of the year when it came to the Black Cat issue 2, and I didn't get a chance to pick up that cover, but I wound up getting it this time, and I wound up getting this one. And this is a very creepy cover. I don't know if she's like wearing it as a mask or whatever the case may be, but she has the symbiote all over her, and then she takes off the head, you know, right there. And I thought, man, that's just weird stuff right there. So that was cool, and it's like going into her eyes and stuff. That's just creepy. But yeah, a lot of you guys are voting for this for cover of the week. If you haven't checked out top 10 covers of the week, go ahead and check that out, guys. This cover is pretty popular. And then last but not least, everyone, as my mission, my Avengers initiative continues, I wound up picking up the Mighty Avengers issue 241 as I'm trying to collect all the Avengers issues from Volume 1, and I wound up picking up this one right now as the magical menace of Morgan Le Fay has She-Hulk in her clutches. So that's pretty cool book there. So there you guys have it. There is the haul for the week. Now it's your turn in the comments below to tell me which books you picked up this week, guys. Did you pick up those Carnage variants? Did you pick up those villain variants? Tell me all in the comments below. And as always, fans, thank you so much for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, again, hit that notification button so you don't miss any content from me. And until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.